Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we have expanded dramatically. There is a peasant faction that is thinking about rebelling in 10 months. Okay, I'm not too scared about a peasant faction. Our primary concern about our expansion right now is how rapidly we are just pouring through the piety. We should go on a pilgrimage, which we can only do while we are at peace. So let's go ahead and do this. And we'll definitely go to the longest pilgrimage that we can. There we go. So this will buy us some piety to be able to continue to expand. And this will also spend some time for our, that was a spicy zoom, for our peasants to get around to rebelling. So that's completely and totally okay. Now, what is our actual domain limit goal? I think it's 14. Because let's see, we've got, oh yeah, a guide is fine. So we've got this barony and this barony and this barony. Actually, it's 15. 15 is our domain limit goal. That's quite a lot. Of course, we will get there. High Medieval will be able to get us an additional domain limit. Oh, they spit in the face of Ahura Mazda. Okay. 100 piety here would be good. And that's what we're going to take. Beautiful. We can change this guy's contract, and we'll just go ahead and bring that up to high levy contribution. Wonderful. I don't care about cash. We have so much money. It's completely irrelevant. But yeah, we're just going to chill here for a bit. 625 more piety coming in. Now, we should keep in mind we are 62 and in poor health. We will die soon, but we're on primogeniture, so this is completely okay. No problem whatsoever there. Our rival died. Okay, that's nice. So we've got piety at this point. Sure. I don't care about that ransom. This is going to fire off when? In 6 months? Sure. Okay. So we're not truced to the Persian Empire right now. It's good to be home. We are home now. And we could go for duchies here. Where even is this duchy? Ah, down here. Okay. None of these duchies, I think, are particularly good. Yeah, none of those are great. What about out over this way? I wouldn't mind getting some cleanup over here. Maybe making our way all the way to the north of the world so that we have a border with nothing up there. That would be nice. We could try to, like, bisect the world. Taking over Egypt. He is, after all, a kingdom tier realm. Next life, we could theoretically do a subjugation on him. Or, not a holy war for kingdom. But we could do a subjugation on Egypt. That would be insane. The Magadan Empire is an empire tier realm. But yeah, we could absolutely subjugate Egypt. That's a bit of a plan. I like that plan. I think we'll take Dread. That'll be fine. So if we're going to do that, we should definitely try to push through Persian Syria here, which we are truced to. These guys here, I wouldn't mind pushing through. Holy War for Duchy, that would net us 2 counties for 200 piety. Which, yeah, that's fair enough. That's exactly the same cost. So we'll do a Holy War for Duchy here. Excellent. And we'll raise up our men-at-arms as well as a small number of levy troops. We'll need something like 1,000 of those, but I mean, sure. 14,000 will do. And then our men-at-arms will come through as well. Excellent. So we're just going to continue. Well, we died. We were murdered, actually. Okay. Well, that's fine. We aren't too concerned about it. The war is still ongoing. We do have some issues here. So we need to choose a lifestyle focus here. And we're going to go for domain focus so that we can get our domain limit back up to 12, ideally. We do require a chancellor. We'll put in this guy, a steward, this guy, a marshal, this guy, and a spy master, this guy. That'll all be fine. We have a bunch of new court artifacts, apparently. None that we can display, though. Okay, sounds good. Our heir is unmarried, and we'll just go for... How old are you? You're 17? Okay. We'll go for someone like this giant here. Perfect. Okay. So we're still above our domain limit. We do need to check... Yeah, our wife is on assist ruler right now. She is 49 to our 35. We only have the 2 children, but that is enough. We could get concubines. Our sister would be very awkward. We're not going to do that. We are instead going to go for other people. There we go. Perfect. Yep, that'll do. And we're going to change our wife over to manage domain. That puts us at domain limit 12 of 12. Perfect. Long live the Emperor. Now, all of this looks good to go for now. We'll call that good. This gem has low durability, but it doesn't actually. This seems to be bugged. We can repair it, but we'll just get rid of it like that. We'll group these together, create ourselves our standard siege force. There we go. And the rest of our troops, they are going to come out over this way, see if we can chase down this force. That would be ideal. And we are going to put in a siege commander here if we've got one. Yes, we do. Wonderful. So over we head. Are we going to pursue them all the way over there? Probably not. If we're not going to catch them here, I think we'll pursue them no further than here. Actually, they're going to let us catch them here. 804 casualties, but that's okay. So we'll finish up this siege. We're going to catch their force. That should be a stack wipe on their force too, I think. We became the dynasty head. Perfect. And we got a valuable hostage there. So we're already at 60%. That's kind of insane. Sure. Go ahead and learn Latin. I don't care about gold. Gold is completely fine. And this battle will finish. Do we actually stack wipe them? Maybe not. Yeah, no, we don't. But we're at 84% war score here. This was 25%. If this is anywhere close to that, then this will finish the war. Cool. So that is completely fine. But yeah, we definitely want to push down to be bordering Egypt. We already almost are. Well, technically we're bordering Egypt over here and not over here, but over here. I don't really consider that to be bordering Egypt, but it's close enough, I guess. We'll enforce those demands and disband our troops, and that, of course, gets us this territory over here, which we will go ahead and grant out to nobles of the Armenian culture. Perfect. Now we are above our vassal limit, so we will go ahead and usurp this. There we go. And we'll grant that to this guy that we just created. So we'll grant his title. Oh yeah, all of these will be recent titles. We're going to go ahead and grant that out. There we go. So we're one direct vassal above our limit. So next up, we are going to continue to make duchies for right now. So we'll do the Duchy of Vaspuraken next. I imagine I butchered that, but that's fine. We'll grant that over to this gentleman here. Not grant vassal, grant titles. And not the Kingdom of Roman Vastulia, the Principality of Vaspuraken. There we go. One countess goes with. So there we go. Sounds good. So what else can we do over here? We could go after 2-star, but we are, of course, truced to them. We could go after the Persian Empire. Now we do have a de jure principality here. There's only a single county. And I don't think that's really a good goal there. These claims are, I believe, not great either. Yeah. So we could do a holy war for duchy and just see if we could find any of these that we're super interested in. We'd like to eliminate this exclave. We'd like to just fully annex the Persian Empire, ultimately. But that's going to take quite a bit of time, going duchy by duchy. 3 counties here. It's not awful. 2 counties here. This is like 3 total duchies over here. This would create an exclave, which I'm not really interested in doing. Yeah, that's the third duchy over here. I mean, we could continue to push down over this way. It's not awful. This would be ideal. And actually, that wouldn't be an exclave. It would create an exclave for them, and it would open up fighting against Cartid and Tamarshid, both of which would be very useful. Done. Actually, yes, done. Okay, so his troops are right here. And we'll just raise up here as soon as we can. We'll have to wait for him to leave, but that'll be fine. Okay. We don't need many troops to make this happen. So we're going to come down here now, and these guys will join. Hang on. Oh, I'm completely blind. I didn't see this barony here. I was like, is there nothing in this county? But no, there's a barony right here. Okay, we're going to redirect over to there. Cool. And over we go. Our court grandeur level dropped to 9. That's not surprising considering what we've got here. This is our baseline, and we're currently going up. Or no, this is our baseline, and this is our current position. Yes, because our baseline is 98. So that's wonderful. So we'll continue to rise on up on our court grandeur level. We'll group these guys together and, of course, do our normal dropping off of mangonels and a couple units of levies. These guys are going to head over here, I think. Actually, they're just going to chill here for the moment. We need a siege commander. I would rather not take any attrition over this way if I can help it. I'd like for this to be a super quick war. We're actually going to take the capital of the Persian Empire. I didn't realize that, but sure. I'm completely okay with this. So the siege will be done very quickly here. Only 20 days on this barony. Wait, what just happened? Ah. Persian Cappadocia Taurica happened. Well, I mean, we're still fighting for Bam, I guess. But that's very non-ideal. They just split up. Did this guy just inherit? Installed by faction demand. So he granted independence? Because that was like in 1018. Inherited. In 1023. But this guy's empire rank. This guy's king rank. Yeah, he was granted independence. Wow, what a jerk. Okay, well, it's fine. We'll go after this guy too. We'll just finish up this war. It'll go a little bit quicker now, and then we'll have to declare on this guy. We're going to be running low on piety, that's for sure. And eventually, we would like to change off of domain focus, but for right now, we'll leave it be. Challenge for artifact, huh? What artifact do they want? Wait, no, seriously. What artifact is this? Do I care about this prestige? Do I care about this artifact? It doesn't say which artifact it is. Well, he has 24 prowess, and we have 10. We decline. I don't know what artifact that is, but I'm not going to fight him for it. Okay. So we're going to take this single county, since apparently that's what we can take now. Since this guy's a total jerk and granted this guy independence, like he granted most of his realm independence instead of letting us take that duchy. That is petulance right there. Okay, well, we're going to head in over here. All it does is delay us a little bit. Like, it doesn't actually change anything. So we're going to grab this location, and then we're going to head over... Actually, we're going to head over here. There are 3 baronies here, and a couple of empty holding slots. Awkward. We're at 7% war score here, and it will continue to come up. Yeah, we'll see what ends up happening here. We can transfer this count to a de jure, and that's definitely something that we want to do right now, because we are going to need additional vassal limit. There's no doubt about that. Okay, so this will give us their capital. There we go. That puts us at 25%. We're going to head down here. We will take 100 casualties. Should be okay. Yes. It took it from the levies, not from the mangonels. So that's what matters. 3 months left on this fort. So that'll be fine. 30 days left on this siege. He occupies one of our capital, or one of our locations. Where is Wasset? Okay, apparently he occupies out over here. I'm not sure how he managed to do that, considering his army has been sitting here the whole time. But we're going to go see about crushing his army. Excellent. I guess these guys can make their way over here to try to eke out a little bit more war score. How long will it take them to get there? 5 months? That's not too bad. We're going to chase down his force here. We should definitely stack wipe them if we can catch them. Which is a pretty big if, but this is not hostile territory, so yeah, this is fine. No problem whatsoever there. That should get us 50% war score. He's in a second war here. Populist uprising. Okay, sure. Okay, we actually captured his son and heir there, which gave us enough. So we'll enforce those demands. Disband our troops. This was definitely not what we intended to have happen, but we will declare war on this guy, claiming the Holy War for that same exact duchy. It'll cost us 200 additional piety, but here we go. That'll need to be granted out, of course, and we'll raise up again. All that did was delay us a little bit. It's not a big deal. These guys will head in over here. They can stop gathering now. That's plenty. Wonderful. And in we go. Okay, we don't care about these. What is this faction? Liberty. Hilarious. Okay, they're probably not going to continue to be around for a while. Stewardship lifestyle perk, huh? Sure, we'll give it a go. And of course, we are going to grab ourselves our mangonels and some levies, and these guys are going to head down over this way and see, that's the city there. They're going to head down over here and see about grabbing that. We'll put in our siege commander over here yet again. And there we go. Okay. They're actually thinking about sieging this. Interesting. We have a dynasty legacy available right now. And we've already got that domain limit. I wouldn't mind going down private army, perhaps. Yeah, I think private army is probably the way to go. Assertive rulers is good too. In fact, assertive rulers might be better for us because of that plus 10 vassal limit. But private army is very good too. I think we're going to go down the warfare tree for right now. Okay. I hold you responsible. Fantastic. So let's head on in over here. We'll start a slow siege here. There is, of course, this dangerous faction. That is the Liberty faction. They're going to be fluctuating a little bit. But that's okay. We're going to take over this siege. We seized an artifact. Cool. And that's a artifact that goes in here. A small religious carving. I mean, the piety isn't bad. We could drop the morsel of St. David in favor of the small religious carving. In fact, we've got 2 of these. They're exactly the same. We'll put on this one, since it's a little bit more repaired. We can also repair this one. I don't care about the cost. That's completely fine. Cool. So we're heading over here and sieging this barony next. We lost the magnificent tapestry to the Imperator. He stole it. Wait. This is saying the magnificent tapestry. This is saying the hide of the ancient boar. Okay. Well, he stole our artifact, and to that end, we could try to steal it back. We'll start that scheme. And we can't invite agents. We don't have a huge success chance here, but we'll give it a go. We'll see what happens. Of course, we're going to get this duchy pretty soon here. And that's good. That will fix this small problem. Okay, so we grab that. We're going to head down over to Surgeon and start a slow siege there. Of course, we're not going to take attrition here because we hold BAM at this point, so that's fine. We're going to head down to Jeruft after we're done with this siege, which will be done very, very soon. So, this Liberty Demand, are we going to let this fire? That's a good question, actually. I'm thinking about it. We are organizing Levy with a skill 23 Marshal right now. I mean, we're going to want to go on a pilgrimage as soon as we're done with this war. Because we're going to need additional piety. There's no doubt about that. Show him in. Fantastic. Our Court Grandeur is now level 10. We lost a siege, but we don't necessarily care about that. Where was it? Out over here, maybe? Out over here. Okay, that's fine. That's a long ways away from the war goal, so we're okay with it for the moment. We do have a stewardship perk available, and we could take Popular Figurehead, moving down towards Divided Attention. That's actually pretty good. So we're going to take that. Wonderful. This siege will be done in 2 months. And then we'll come up and help out with this siege. That's 9 months away, so, I mean, they'll get a little further, but not very. We are making no progress whatsoever on this scheme, but I'm not shocked. Our intrigue is not our focus. One thing we could do is we could have our Spy Master here swap over to support schemes. So that'll boost our scheme power quite a lot. And sure, that's something I'm actually interested in doing. We're going to head up over here next. And then it looks like we're going to have to come fight this force. That'll net us some prestige and possibly even piety. So I'm not upset about that. We're 19% war score here. And we'll get a little bit more. But we'll arrive here shortly. Wait, they're going to walk in and fight us? Okay. I feel like they shouldn't. But sure. We're going to start heading over this way. They're going to slow us down a bit. But we need to stop this siege. And we're going to stack wipe them. There we go. They are going to finish that siege, it looks like. Yep. But we finished this one, and we're going to head up here and stop this force with our siege force. They're actually giving up on that siege. Beautiful. We're going to head over this way, see if we can catch them. We would love to fight that force. Actually, they didn't give up on the siege. They finished it. Maybe we can catch them. Actually, yes. It looks like we can catch something here. Not the whole force by any means, but a small part of it. Okay. Go ahead and retreat. They must have gotten reinforcements. No, 155. We lost to 155. Oof. I definitely wouldn't have assumed that that would have been the case. So we're going to fight over here. Now, we're only retreating to here, so that's fine. We'll move into Kapis. We catch this force. We are above our domain limit. Our domain limit actually dropped. I'm not sure what actually caused that, but we're going to get these guys turned around and fight over here. Wonderful. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to finish up this war. We're not going to have a problem with it. These guys are just running around up here. In all honesty, we should probably raise up some forces over here and deal with them. So we'll go ahead and do that. We're going to raise up a good chunk. And we'll just get enough to be able to fight these guys. No big deal. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And I will see you all next time. A nose for profit, huh? Okay. There we go.